you know, how I made a video about how people really do fucking suck, and how we're all going to die in sewage water if we don't get our shit cleared up? My point still fucking stands, guys. Not a single person watched the video and took the message seriously. No, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it this time. Some of you really are the fucking problem with the world. I feel grateful to to people who were already Yomi worshippers to begin with, for sticking by, but all of you can just go and drown, if you plan to sit here and not do something. So, you know how certain people love being right? To the point where they'll intentionally not listen to you to prove a point that never existed in the first place, and they won't shut the fuck up about it. Yeah, I'm not going to play the nice card and pussyfoot my way with this one. You've probably met one of these people before and you probably fucking hate them, just as much as I do. And I'll guarantee you, they'll be the owner of a dictatorship, because as long as they are in charge, they are right. Who the fuck cares about being right anyway? Who's actually smart? This is just a world made to satisfy us and only us. We don't know shit about the universe or how things are underneath our tiny little human bias and theories that are likely to mean nothing by the time we're all dead. So why does it matter when you autistically started an argument over what someone said 2 hours ago, when you know damn well the other person heard it better than you did? Yeah, you know the target of the 7th Crusade, Amethyst Gamer. He's one of these little annoying fuckwits. Won't ever shut the fuck up, and honestly, his own server does a lot better when he's nowhere near it. Hell, even I could run his server better and make it have more meaning. Hell, he just trash-talked me today for writing my own story, over 2 months of work, because he couldn't be bothered to listen to a text-to-speech voice. That's how unintelligent he is. All he wants to do is play his little paradox games all day. Let me add that he cheats every single time in them, because he just sucks that much, and he's always fucking stingy with everything he has. Also, he won't stop playing that shitty Sabaton or a bunch of German marches at the wrong time. He only wants to do what he wants to do, no one else. I haven't heard a single word from him about doing something anyone else wants to do, and if you question him about it, he gets hostile over it. And every other time you talk to him, he acts so goddamn dense that I dare say the Doki Doki Literature Club main character does a better job at listening than he does. And now he's housing a confirmed child rapist in the server, and even protected them from being banned or kicked out. One that openly admitted to doing it and almost scared away a few people as well. And when you tell him to not be a fucking idiot, he just laughs like you made a funny joke, and it's not at all his fault that he caused anything. Fuck Amethyst. And fuck you, if you like little shitholes like that. People like Amethyst should honestly be the first to get fucked over by Mother Nature, because God sure isn't doing his job correctly at the moment. That brings me to another thing. Why is it so hard for people to understand that Queen was just an average band in the grand scheme of things? It wasn't even that good of a band. Lots of people were doing the same type of music a lot better than Freddie Mercury ever did at the time, and to be honest, the only thing Queen was actually good for were JoJo stands. They never had a perfect album where every song they made were actually good now, of course not. It's that some people just have an idea that the most popular thing they hear about, or that the very first thing they see happens to be the best out there. And it's not only Queen people overhype. The Beatles, a lot of shitty modern pop artists, the majority of the rap community nowadays, country music, and many more are just giant piles of shit. One which, as much as I shit all over Queen for being average at best, I can't stand even hearing a beat of these wretched shitholes. At least with Queen the instrumentals are fun, but anyone who seriously likes Instagram thoughts singing with autotune or Coldplay can burn in hell for all I care. The thing is, you know how R&B appeals to the soul? Makes you feel something. That's what good music is supposed to do, to make you emotionally invested, to have meaning. That's what a good rock, metal, ethnic, classical, or really any song is supposed to do. Of course, bad music can also exist, that maybe they don't have any real meaning, people may not like it for a bit, and they can be reborn into comedy material. The mix of good and bad is actually a good thing. But music that doesn't even try to be that, or makes a really shitty attempt at meaning anything, that's what true shit is. They can't be reborn, because they are so shitty everyone just forgets about it in a month. In fact, what's groundbreaking in the pop scene is, I dare say, meme music, because everything else is basically just people talking with their dick, their vagina, or their ass. That's how low the bar has gotten. And that's basically what pop and rap music is nowadays, and it's fucking depressing. Occasionally you'll get a really cool instrumental that captures the meaning of the song perfectly, but the lyrics make it a huge turn off. Lots of songs suffer, because the people who sing in them, I'm sorry but, they just blow harder than a Vietnamese hooker trying to get $5. Very few artists I know can manage to do both meaningful singing and powerful instrumentals. One of them is, ironically enough, Linkin Park. Absolute unit of a band that always produced bangers and social commentary about Chester's emotions, even when they were being lied about. 2 perfect albums came from them, with no flaws at all. Five Finger Death Punch also does the same thing with various different emotional themes. Haven't bothered to see if all their songs are as god tier, but I'm sure they are. In fact, the majority of quality songwriting are in the rock and metal industries. But people like taking the easy way out, and letting their kids listen to a girl wanting to do doggy style with some guy at the bar she's never seen before. The 50s never had shit like this, because then people were actually able to produce meaningful music, like jazz and good old folk music, because that's the only way things would get around. But then the 80s came and everyone just forgot what good music is supposed to be, so now we have to pay for radio access for actual quality. So, what's the moral of the rant? Fuck you. If you like Coldplay, fuck you. If you like whatever the hell Kane is doing, fuck you. If you don't like meaningful music, and especially fuck you. If you think Amethyst isn't a shitty person, that should be neutered. Also, make sure to get your shit together or we're going to be drowning in sewage water. Here, hope out.